Blessings. Happy Friday. Start this every Friday and every day throughout the week. 10 a.m., 10 p.m. You catch me live. Videos dropping every day, 12 noon, around noon. So yeah, if you want a long video or a short, you can catch them both at 12 noon. Every day, all day. Videos dropping throughout the day. My major ones is 10, I mean at noon. And then the other ones drop throughout the day as I feel creativity or whatever. Nevertheless, it's Friday the 13th. Just thought about that. Didn't really just think about it, but it's been on my mind. It's been a while since experienced the Friday the 13th. A lot of people in America, of course, they believe this is a bad luck day, and other countries and cultures believe it's a lucky day. What are you guys' thoughts on Friday the 13th? What experiences have you had to validate those thoughts and beliefs or whatever? Me personally, I don't believe in luck. I feel like I believe you have good days and bad days. Look at it as luck or whatever, however you want to, but I just don't believe in it. I know for a fact I have good days and bad days, and I don't look at it as luck at all. I honestly don't believe in luck. I think that you be on a good path when you put in good energy and you have good vibrations. When you trying, you put in effort. You might look at it as luck. I look at it as effort. You got some good effort. You put in good effort and it was a good result. Therefore, it might look like luck because you didn't think you was capable of achieving whatever it is you set your goal out to or whatever you tried to achieve. You didn't believe that it was possible, and now that it happened, it surprised you. You're in a state of surprise, the emotions of surprise. But the term of belief is something that you can relate to, so that's what you'll gravitate to. Just like me, I'm a man. That's how you know how to interact with me because you see that I'm a guy, right? You won't come to me because you don't see me as a female. You won't interact with me as a female. Just like school and churches, those buildings are those titles, so you know how to interact with those buildings inside those buildings. If it makes sense, it makes sense. Right? So yeah, titles is nothing but a way for people to know how to interact and engage with you. And that's just what it is. I'm a father, I'm a son, I'm a brother, I'm a cousin, I'm all these things. But all these things are for people outside of me to know how to interact and engage with me. That's the purpose and the reason for titles. But nevertheless, I'm here to put some motivation on y'all timeline. I'm gonna read from my dear good book, and this is by Sarah Young. It's called Jesus Calling. Enjoying his peace in his presence. Enjoying peace in his presence, my bad. And happy Friday the 13th. Whether y'all believe it's bad luck day or good luck day, whatever y'all practice or whatever y'all believes is, I would like to know. And if you enjoy my content so far, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see more. But nevertheless, happy Friday, and I'm going to get straight to it. I am creating something new in you, a bubbling spring of joy that spills over into others' lives. Do not mistake this joy for your own or try to take credit for it in any way. Instead, watch and delight as my spirit flows through you to bless others. Let yourself become a reserver of the spirit's fruit. Let me stop for a second. That's pretty dope. Like, a lot of us want to be blessed, but we don't want to bless other people. And then when we get our little blessings and we go run and hide with it and enjoy it, we be looking for somebody else to bless us again. But you know what's the problem with that? God give us to give to others. Of course, He'll give you enough to sustain yourself, but also for you to be a blessing to somebody else. Like with Team Angie LLC, this was something that blessed me to have a source of income. But through this company, I'm able to bless other people with the same opportunity, with the programs and products that I have available. So that's why God keeps blessing me to bless this business, to bless other people, and that's why I'm continuously doing it. Peace and blessings, love. What up, Queen? Thanks for tuning in. Much love. Happy Friday. Just hoping that I could give somebody an aha moment, to take action because it's ways to take action as far as self development. People take bold action to go beg somebody else for the resources they need when everything you need is right in front of you. If you open your eyes to see the opportunities and if you take advantage of those opportunities, you're making a wise move. A lot of people like to get on the internet and look up stuff, do a lot of research all day, but they never do anything with the information they learn. And that's not wise at all. That doesn't help you become the best version of yourself. Harboring information, harboring blessings, not willing to share that. A smart move to do is when you learn something, share the information with yourself and act on it. And that's how you can bless yourself and be a blessing to others. But nevertheless, let's keep moving. Your part is to live close to me, open to all that I am doing in you. Don't try to control the streaming of my spirit through you. Just keep focusing on me as we walk through this day together. Enjoy my presence, which permeates you with love, joy, and peace. John chapter 3, verses 8. And it's a pretty dope message for today. It's Freedom Friday. A lot of people not receiving because their hands are closed. How can you get anything? How can you hold on to anything when your hands are closed? The best thing about having your hands open, you can give and receive. Some of y'all are not in the place where you want to be because you're comfortable where you are. You're comfortable not being able to give. You're comfortable just receiving. You're not balanced. What up? Jarrell, Vegas, peace and blessings. Thanks for tuning in. Much love. Happy Friday. My life is all about accountability. I started this program with knowing how to do it, but not being coachable. So I was just head first, like, oh, this is something easy. I can do it. Let me do it. But the problem with that was I wasn't doing it right. It's a way to do things. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. If you're doing something the right way, it should be no problem with you being successful and seeing the results that you desire. But when you're not coachable, you're wasting a lot of time and energy just to go back over the things that you've done. And that's what I've been spending a lot of time doing, redoing the work that I put out months ago because I wasn't coachable. And a big mistake with that is what I learned, that I wasn't putting out the right information in the right way, allowing people to be able to engage and ask questions and stuff like that. So I missed a lot of money on the table by just not being coachable and not taking the steps necessary to learn, not only to learn, but to be successful. So long story short, I had to be accountable. I had to start looking at what's not working. And what's not working is not learning. And it sounds dumb, but it is what it is, like you don't know what you don't know. And you'll never know anything if you're not coachable, willing to learn from people. I don't look at people like, oh, I can't learn nothing from you. You don't know. I learned how to mix some colors of paint from my 4-year-old niece. What was that, Mother's Day? So yeah, you be in the presence of people, you never know what you're gonna learn from them, how you're gonna evolve and elevate. But when you stuck holding your nose up on people, looking down on people, or even trying to compete with people, you miss the grand gesture of the universe trying to help evolve and elevate you. Because first of all, the energy's not right, the mind's not right, the intention's not right, definitely. And overall, life's about balance. You could be doing something all day, every day. Nothing new under the sun and nothing in the dark stays there for long. Everything comes to the light. So that narrows things down to morality. What kind of morals do you have as a human being? Like, as far as no one is around, are you going to do the right thing, or are you going to take advantage of what you think is the opportunity? This is what morals come in. You could be at a red light at night, no other cars around. Is you going to wait till that light change green and go, or you're going to take advantage and just go ahead and go? That's called morals. You have every opportunity to do wrong, to do as you please, but instead you choose to do the right thing. The universe sees it, notices, and rewards you. Like I said, it's always about balance, right? You could be the most positive person in the world. That don't mean you're going to be bombarded with negative experiences or opportunities for you to switch up your vibes and flow to become that same negative entity. We get to choose what we spend our time and energy on. Whatever you think about is true. If you think that life is hard and it's not going to get any better than what it is, that's exactly what it's going to be. If you spend time looking up opportunities and you think, okay, what they call it, your ambition, your I can't even think of the word. But basically, you're inspired and you want to take action because you're looking up opportunities and you feel like an opportunity is for you. That's true. The universe led you to the opportunity and knew you was gonna take the action. And now your reality is I'm leveling up from this new opportunity. That's the same way it happened with me. Like I saw the vision to help boost my company to upscale. It didn't happen right away, but I saw the vision. It was for me. So I took action and that's how I ended up having these products. Even having this company, it was the last of my little money and I spent it on it. And I didn't regret it not one bit. Going on 3 years come September 22nd to be my 3rd year anniversary. And in a few months, it'll be my 1 year doing this digital marketing. I'm still learning that. But as far as making money with Team Angie, this is what I've been doing in different ways. I started off with accessories. That was a pretty big thing. But life is life, and sometimes it get rough. Sometimes so much stuff comes to your plate and you can't juggle it all. So, long story short, I had so much going on. I lost my contract with them. I didn't recertify for the next year, and I had to wait a year to get that contract back. So in the midst of that, waiting on, and that's another thing why I went over to master resale rights because I was purchasing from somebody else to make a profit. So not only I'm not making 100% profit, but I'm constantly needing room for storage. I'm constantly waiting on shipments. And if the prices go up, then my profits change, my marketing had to change, and so forth. And that was a learning experience. You can sell anything and everything, but that doesn't mean that anybody and everybody is going to buy from you. Not every drug dealer is successful. Not every lawyer is successful. Not everybody who's trying to make money is going to make it all. This is what I'm saying. But not everybody who is successful gave up on themselves either. Majority of people successful, they kept going no matter what it looked like. Just like with this company, like that was my first way to make money. And when I lost that contract, I had to figure something else out. And that's exactly what I'm doing and been doing and gonna continuously keep doing. That doesn't mean that it's over with. It just means that I have to change the direction. There's no straight path to get to where I'm trying to go. As far as an entrepreneur, you're gonna try different investments. You're gonna invest in different opportunities. But if you don't invest, you don't get no return. That's the way of the world in every state, in every country, in every continent. We all run off currency, whether it be the USD, it be the yen or Canadian dollar, whatever, it all has to be put in place. It all has to be used in a certain way. It's a tool. Just like when you go grabbing wood, nails, and a hammer, you can fuck around, build something with that stuff. There are tools to use. The same thing as with money. It's no different. It's a tool, a universal tool in different many forms. And it's something that the world recognizes and that we use. So it's nothing wrong with trying to make money and get money. It's the whole reason why I do this. I'm not a nonprofit organization. I don't got a lot of free time to do a lot of free shit. Just being honest. I do my charity work when I can, but other than I'm not trying to save the world shit. I'm not one of them type of people. If you're doing enough to save yourself, I could help add on to that. But I'm not out here looking at, insert myself in everybody's situation. I don't know what the fuck people got going on. And to be frank, quite honestly, I don't really care. I'm not out here trying to be in everybody's business. I don't give a fuck what people doing. Figure that shit out. Like I'm figuring my life out. I can, but I ain't finna live for you and for me. A lot of people already watch and copy, but if you can't figure out what's next, then who you? Be you. You feel me? Like shit. I don't know what's best for you. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to figure out how to be you. You got to take accountability and work on yourself. I'm giving you tools to use. If you don't use it, that's on you. I could lead a horse to the lake, but I can't make him drink. I'll walk his ass some far away doing. Then he'll know, like, oh man, I need to drink now, but it's too late. You're gonna have to wait. And that's what life and what people like. Shit, the opportunity's there. Take it. If not, you gotta wait. Don't come bombard me with some shit I done told you about. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm moving on. I'm on to something else that takes my time and attention. I'm not gonna backtrack on some shit that you should have had. Be accountable. Don't be a fucking fool. Don't be a waste man, wasting people's time and energy. You rubbish, you piece of garbage. And that's with all disrespect. Don't be no waste man or no waste girl out here just wasting your own time in life, garbage. Then you be reincarnated to the same garbage, same old miserable spirit running around in a different flesh because you can't get it right. You don't want to spend time getting it right. And everybody has a choice 24 hours a day to choose what you're going to do. If you choose to run from yourself all day, great. If you choose to look in that mirror like Michael Jackson and figure out what needs adjustment, kudos to you. And I want to fuck with somebody like you. And if you somebody like that, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Come join my team, like-minded individuals. We make money over here. We be on positive vibes. And if you ever see anything differently, they not from my cloth. They're not from my clique. They're not who I represent. My community full of like-minded people just like me. You see on my Facebook, people that come show love, it's genuine. They don't come. Well, I've been cleaning up a lot too. I had a lot of beggars and shit. Like I had to get their ass up out the way. They want to come on my post big and shit like that. Like I'm gonna be doing it in a nice way, but I'm gonna let you know, like, get the fuck on with that. It's my platform. I ain't gonna stand for that, and I ain't gonna allow you to be putting that type of energy in my presence. Especially when my people's coming to show love and we vibing like this, and then here comes somebody with that off energy. It's finicky, dog. Just to let you know that. And I hate to do stuff to people, but I will, and I don't mind. But it's in due reason. Like I try to be patient with people, but I don't have to be. I choose to be. And with that being said, I'm a light person and a dark person. So, I'm just balancing myself out. But if I have to be anything to you, it's well deserved. So with that being said, don't test my patience, don't test my intelligence. Don't come to me with no fuckery, low vibrational energy. Because that's where you'll be left at. If you're not about this, I don't give a fuck what you're about or what you're talking about. I hear you, but I ain't listening. I don't got time for nothing that ain't aligned with my dreams and goals. And that's just what it is. A lot of y'all not living y'all purpose because y'all worried about every motherfucker and what they doing. You worried about a lack of support, lack of community. Support your motherfucking self. I've been doing this for I don't know how long. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm not worried about who support or don't support. But I'm worried about the people that don't support and they come begging for my support. Like get the fuck on. Or if I extended opportunity to you, you didn't take the opportunity. Now you want to come around and come tell me about that. Like get the fuck on. I don't want to hear that. I'm busy, B. I'm busy building on other opportunities, like that shit was then. Now is now. I might be doing something today, but tomorrow is a whole new day. A whole new mindset, a whole new vision, a whole new energy. I'm spending my time and energy way different today. I don't live off yesterday. That's just the past and never be here again. It's irrelevant unless I'm learning from it. Other than that, I'm moving towards the future, but I'm enjoying the present. And this present moment is what matters because I might not live the next hour. I might not live the next month. I don't know. But right now is what's important. This is the gift that God gave me. And I appreciate it. And I'm being grateful for it. And I'm going to stay in this flow until the day is over with. And for those of you who run around ungrateful, you really need to reevaluate why you get up in the morning. Because one day God might not allow you to get up and you'll be sitting there looking like, but yeah, that's just a warning. It's just awareness. I'm just spreading awareness because a lot of you people are ungrateful. And the universe keep giving you things to be ungrateful for. But it's up to you to change that. And the power is yours. Choose to focus on something better or be a better person. Some of y'all dealing with y'all karma, and that's just what that is. You out here doing wrong and you being exposed in the light and you trying to make it look like you having bad days and shit. Carry your bad energy ass on somewhere. Deal with your karma as you dished it out. And if you're tired of doing that, then readjust the way you do stuff. Readjust the way you think about stuff. The mind is a powerful thing to waste. A lot of y'all don't have a mind at all, even think. So busy following up behind people, so busy worried about the next person. You don't even know yourself. And when God calling, you can't hear because you don't know God. Then y'all be out here running a church and you run to these spiritual leaders and this and that, but they can't help you. They can't save you. You got to have a relationship for yourself. You run up against another guy who's more powerful than you, it don't matter who you call on. They better have that power. It's all type of magic going on in the world. People use power every day, all day. But the thing about that is they use it in a good way or a bad way. All I'm saying is you better use something to get your mind right because my reality ain't your reality and I don't relate. I understand a lot, but I don't relate. I just don't. So therefore I don't got nothing to talk about. I spend my time building businesses and building on ideas. So like, I mean, I don't really this is what I'm doing now. This is money making activity. I'm putting my information out there. This carbon footprint. These videos be playing 24 hours a day, every day until I decide to take them down, which I won't do. But nevertheless, 5 years from now, maybe even next week, this will be the video to change my whole life. I never know. But I never had the opportunity if I'm not out here doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and which is this creating content, giving out value, giving out education, inspiration, motivation. That's what my page is all about. If you're looking for anything else, you're not going to find it here. And I encourage you to keep it pushing. I'm not thirsty for followers, not thirsty for subscribers. I'm growing organically, and I don't deal with certain kind of energies and certain kind of mindsets. So I'm gonna keep doing this until my crowd grows to what it's supposed to grow to, and I reach the people that I'm supposed to reach. But other than that, yeah, I'm not thirsty for clicks. I'm not thirsty for likes. None of that. Like what I'm doing is what I'm doing. I'm passionate about what I do. I do this, keep doing it, amongst other things that I do. But I'm not competing with anybody. I'm in my own lane. This is my journey. This is my experiences. Of course, it's nice to see people in this industry more successful, taking off quicker. And I get them their flowers where I can. I don't sit there and compete with them like, oh, I want to do this, I want that, because that's not my journey. It's not what I need to be focused on. That's how I miss out on my blessings, focus on what other people got going on and what other people doing. Now, what I do is I look at other people and I be inspired, I be encouraged, and I get educated from them if I can learn from them. Not too many people I learn from because we not on the same frequency. But uh, it's a lot of people I do learn from too, though, and I always give them their flowers. Like a lot of people that I incorporated my style from. Uh, Goddess Ayana, I found her on here on some old higher elevation stuff, and she a pretty dope woman, very educated. Uh, I don't know. I learned a lot from her. I became a fan of hers, Goddess Ayana. And right after her, I met somebody else more um, on the higher vibration, higher frequency, which was Rashad Jamal, Young Pharaoh. Them three that I really, really look up to. Jamal locked up right now. Free the guys. But Goddess Ayana, I understand why you probably took your breaks. You do so much for the community. People don't really show love like that. And it gets exhausting. I understand. I've been there. And for everybody else who out there uplifting the community, flowers to y'all if you see this right now. You know who you is. I used to look at Dr. Umar and all them and that, but I like what they talking about, not to take nothing away from them, but I mean, I don't feel the genuineness from them. I don't feel authenticity from them. And I'm not no type of black guys like, oh, it's black power, this and that. Like, I don't look at it like that. Like, white people, brown people, black people, whatever, we are people. I'm not one of them type of person like, oh, I'm pro black and pro this, pro that. Nah, I'm pro righteous. I don't care what color you is. If you're a righteous individual, I want to deal with you. If you're not, I don't want to deal with you, and I don't care what color you is. If you ignorant, I don't want to fuck with you. It's a lot of ignorant black people. It's a lot of ignorant white folks. It's a lot of ignorant brown folks, Mexicans, Hispanic, whatever, Asians. It's only three kinds of people. You're either African, Caucasian, or Hispanic. You could try to sauce it up however you want to, but I'm not pro anything. I'm a human being, and I fuck up any human being who want to test that. Feel free. But yeah, I ain't about that. I'm about peace. But if it's time for war, then I will destroy it. And I don't care about that. It's a time for everything. It's not always time for me to be nice to a motherfucker. So don't ever get it fucked up. But yeah, like it is what it is, right? I'm learning from people that's just like that, not out here on some old. That's why I said his name because you one of them type of people. Oh, I don't do the white folks or whatever, whatever. Like that's your preference. That's cool, whatever. But I don't promote that type of shit. I'm all about coming together, especially if you a righteous type of person, we can learn from each other. It's silly to divide and it's ignorant to divide and to be like you a more superior race or into being whatever the case may be. I don't know. It's just ignorant to me. Like you're a smart man, but you're not being smart with it. And that's just my opinion. Feel free to say whatever you got to say, but it ain't gonna change how I feel about you and what I think about you till I see your actions a little different. But other than that, I ain't mad at you or nothing like that. I'm just saying what I'm saying. It's my experience. It's my opinion. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing like that. But shit, it's whatever though. I'm just saying what I gotta say. So yeah, like I learned from people like that, and also another dude from the NOI, the Nation of Islam. I don't got no problem with y'all. RZA. I used to listen to him. He was pretty dope, but then he got on some old like, dude, you're not right. You out here doing scamming the community, but you supposed to be for the community, like stuff like that. Even with Charleston White, like some stuff you be saying out your mouth, dude. Like if people was to get on your ass, I'll let them. I'll watch it happen. Cause the shit that you doing, you talk about, like I don't honor that. Same with Dr. Dumar, y'all want to be acting like you for the black community, but you out here talking stuff about other races, and then you want to run to us for safety. I look at you like them people who throw rocks and hide your hands. You like to start stuff and run away. And your day coming too. Your day coming soon. I don't want to be around you when it do come because I feel sorry for you. You're an old ignorant man. You live in a 16-year-old's dream life right now. You never had no attention. You never had anything. And you're running with it. You're doing the most, thinking you know the most. And it's funny, dog. You're really entertaining to me. But people like that, the three I just mentioned, the later of the last, they claim to be conscious, but the actions don't add up. So I stopped fucking with them. I stopped watching them. I don't support them. But the first three, they actions add up. Goddess Ayana, Rashad Jamal, Young Pharaoh, they all totally different people, but they got the cosmos in them. They know. They just in the knowing. They know stuff. And I like to know what they know. Like pick their brains and learn from them. A lot of stuff makes sense. Not to say I'm running around behind everybody believing what they believe. Nah, I take what I can and I leave what I can't. But that's how you learn, though. You don't know who you can learn from. That's just that. Spend time evolving, elevating, educating. And nothing wrong with that. Like you see what I read from. This helped my spirit. Help me deal with life on a day to day with low vibrational people and stuff like that. Everybody get to choose what they want to do with their time and their life and their energy. But if you choose different from mine, this is what I use to know how to deal with you, if at all. I don't kick it with people to talk about people. I don't do all that shit. And if you want them type of people, I don't want to be around you for long. I don't gossip. That shit lame. I don't waste my breath talking about a motherfucker. I don't waste my breath putting people down. I speak peace and blessings. And if I speak curses, you're gonna be cursed right away. Because I mean that shit. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. And it just is what it is. It's my intentions, my marathon. The tongue is a powerful thing, double-edged sword. You use it to curse, you use it to bless. So be mindful of what you saying and what you entertaining. Especially if you one of them people like Charleston White. You want some attention, you doing whatever to get it. You're not conscious about how you're going about it. Like I said, it's a way to do things. And once it backfires, you want to run to the black community for help and make us be on your team because you don't want to tell the whole story of how you out here being foolish and you out here getting on people's nerves and you out here trolling. Now you want to make it like they owe some old this, that. No. They got every right to feel how they feel. And if disciplining you, whatever action they decide to take, and whenever they decide to take it, it's what you got coming. You could be best friends with the police, but they ain't gonna stop you from getting what you deserve. Karma is real. Ain't no way that you gonna be out here putting out stuff and not reaping what you sow. It's just the laws of the universe, and that's one thing you need to study. The laws of the universe. I encourage you all to check it out. The laws of the land, but the laws of the universe trumps the laws of the land because this world blow up right now. Then what? You're gonna have to deal with the laws of the universe. And if you don't know any of them, I advise you to start doing a little research. Of course, you all know the law of gravity, but there is way more than that. And I'm gonna leave that for y'all to study and check on. So you can know how to deal with the world. And you know the laws of it. You abide by it. Just like with the laws of the land, you know how to stay out of jail. You know how to get in jail, whatever, whatnot. It's just something to think about because a lot of y'all don't think at all. And not to be disrespectful now, but it is what it is. You use your phone to help you write. You use your phone to help you calculate, to do math. You use your phone to find directions. You got no sense of direction. Like, come on, what can you do for yourself? What can you do with your own mind? Like, I don't know. But I challenge you to put your phone down from time to time and figure out what you can do. Figure out who you are besides technology and besides social media. Everybody is somebody on social media. But when these cameras go off, when the phone put down, you're stuck with yourself. And if you're not happy with yourself, then I encourage you to take action and make changes, make adjustments on what needs to be changed. And only you can do that. Like the Smokey the Bear, I think it was. Only you could prevent forest fires. But yeah, you know what it is. Shit. I'm not preaching to nobody. I'm just hopefully encouraging somebody to open them chains. The door is wide open. Go through it. Stop being comfortable. Get out of your comfortability. Be comfortable being uncomfortable and seeing how much you can grow outside of yourself. What I do ain't comfortable at all. I don't like being on the internet all the time. I don't like putting out my information or whatever. But I don't know what's gonna come from it. I had a vision of what I can get, and that's why I'm doing this. Because my vision hasn't come to pass yet. And until it does, you're gonna see a lot more of me. 10 a.m., 10 p.m. every day, 12 noon, dropping videos and reels. Check them out. Peace and blessings if you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see the latest uploads whenever they drop. Happy Friday.